Hey, Susan.
Hey, Mary. It's unusual for you to line me. What is it?
I'm sure you probably know why I lined you today. What does it mean that your wedding was actually last week?
Oh, I see. I informed you that today is the wedding day. I totally forgot about it because I'm so happy with my newlywed life.
Judging from your behavior, I guess you did it on purpose.
Ding dong!
Can you explain what's going on? I took a plane and a bus all the way to the wedding venue.
All the way sounds like a bit of an exaggeration.
If you have a good reason, let's hear it.
I don't know if it's good enough for you, but I hope you'll understand it.
Enough with the preamble. Let's get to the point.
All right. You haven't been in touch with your fiance lately, haven't you, Mary?
What?
Actually, that fiance is now my husband! Surprise!
Huh?
I know you're shocked, aren't you, Mary? But it's too late now. Your fiancé is mine, Mary. I mean, your ex-fiancé.
Well, you're saying you purposely informed me of a 1 week late wedding date because you didn't want me to join the ceremony.
Yes! I didn't want to see you cry ugly, so I got married last week. It was a bit of a hassle, but I made you a special invitation with false groom's name and date written on it.
Oh, I see. By the way, what is my fiancé? Who is it?
Huh?
I don't think I have a fiancé.
Oh, come on, don't be silly. Seeing you acting like such a fool makes me laugh more than feel sorry for you.
So, there's no wedding today, right?
That's right. It's so frustrating, isn't it?
Oh, well. Since I'm here, I'm gonna go see the sights around here and go home.
You poor thing. Not invited to your own sister's wedding and desperately craving love from your family. Hi, sis. I'm on my honeymoon starting today. We're going to Bali, where you wanted to go with your ex-fiancé, who is now my husband.
Huh? Bali?
You must be jealous.
I went there with my friends a year ago.
Huh? You've never been overseas. I don't know what you're talking about.
Recently, I go abroad several times a year for work or on vacation, so I don't feel jealous about it. Detoxing with a superb time in the countryside is my favorite way to spend my holidays now.
What's that? You sound like an old lady. Oh, you are an old lady. You're much older than me in your 30s. Too moron that you didn't even notice your sister had married to your ex-fiancé. Oh, Mary, you poor old unmarried maiden.
Susan, who are you talking about? My ex-fiancé? I have absolutely no recollection of such a being, so tell me his name.
Absolutely no.
Why?
I don't want my husband's name on this thread. I'm afraid you'll do something terrible to us when watching his name and getting jealous of us.
How could I be jealous of you and someone whom I don't even identify?
Oh, my darling is calling me. See you later.
All right, Susan. You're really not gonna tell me his name. Hello, Michelle. Long time no see. I'd like to ask you something.
Hey, Mary. Long time no see. I heard you had a hard time last week. Are you all right?
Huh? What do you mean?
It's about Susan's wedding. You couldn't attend the ceremony because you were sick and got in hospital the day before. I heard so from my cousin who was there. She said that Susan told the guests like that.
Oh, your cousin was there. I see. So, that's how Susan made up the reason for my absence.
Huh? It's not?
You know, I once told you that I was not getting along with my family, didn't I?
Yeah, but I thought you'd made up.
Maybe somebody said so at the wedding.
That's what my cousin told me, but
Actually, Susan purposely sent me a week late date wedding invitation.
what? Oh, that means... Whoa, that's terrible.
Well, I've already given up on them, so it's fine. The invitation was totally a fake. Not only the date, but even the bridegroom's name.
What? Why did she do that?
Susan seems to get a wrong idea that her husband used to be my fiance.
She does?
She's so excited at the thought that she stole my fiance and got married, and keeps sending annoying messages online. Even when I asked his name, she just got weirdly amused and didn't tell me.
Oh, well.
That's why I contacted you, Michelle. I need to know his name. Can you ask your cousin for the groom's name?
Okay, I got it. She lives next door, so I'll just go ask her. Sorry to keep you waiting. Nick Haddison is the groom's name.
Nick Haddison?
What's wrong?
Nothing, yeah. Well, now I know who he is.
Oh, really?
But it's gonna be a bit of trouble. I'll tell you all about it when everything is done.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Thanks for the info.
Hey, sis! What are you thinking? Charging us alimony? How could you do that to your own sister and her husband?
What did you think the alimony for?
Some kind of pair for a broken heart due to a broken engagement? I can't believe you're charging your own sister and her husband.
Then I assume you received the contents certified mail, right? It's not me that filed the claim.
Huh?
The sender is a woman named Mary, but it's not me. With careful looking, you would see the last names are different.
Oh, right. Who is this person?
The woman that Nick Haddison mistook for me and toyed with.
Huh?
I met Mary in a hobby class and became friends with her, coincidentally being the same name and age. Nick was also in the same class. Hearing rumors that a woman named Mary is rich and runs a company, he passed at Mary. But actually, I'm the one who runs a company.
Huh? You run a company?
Let's leave that surprise out of the story for a moment. Nick mistook the other Mary, who looks like a smart woman, for someone rich, made her his girlfriend, and then asked for money from her. After they were engaged, he found out she's not the one and dumped her immediately.
What?
He made a pass at me right after that, but I knew what the jerk had done to Mary, so I simply turned him down. At that time, Mary was getting ready to file a claim against Nick for his domestic violence, but that bastard ran away.
You don't mean he ran away and...
I don't know how it happened, but he found out our mom and dad also run a company. To take their property, he set his sight on you, who would do anything to harass me. He approached you saying he was my fiancé, and of course you wanted to take him from me. Thus, he succeeded to marry you.
Oh no! What's that?
You should check the family's property situation as soon as possible.
Huh?
It will be a big problem if Nick has his hands on it.
Oh my god! We've been robbed! I told Dad to check and he said $100,000 was missing!
Oh my god.
What am I gonna do?
If you hadn't done such a stupid thing as faking the groom's name on the wedding invitations, you'd have known about it earlier. Well, you caused it by yourself in a way.
Don't be hard on me like that! Help me!
Why?
What?
Do you remember what Dad, Mom, and you said to me the day I was kicked out of the house? You are not one of us. Susan is the only daughter we have. I won't help you if you're on the street. You ugly bitch, go live on your own. Do you think I want to help someone who said that to me?
Don't you know the word help each other?
I don't remember being helped.
Help me!
Why should I help you?
Your family!
I was kicked out of the house being told I was not one of you.
You're my sister!
If I'm not one of you, that means I'm not your sister.
Sis! Stop bubbling and do something about it! You annoying, cocky, ugly bitch!
I'm amazed you can come up with those words in this situation.
Oh, I mean, you are the richest in our family now, for sure.
Don't include me in your family.
Help! Give me some money!
Goodbye.
Sis!
Well, about the money that Mary charged them, Nick managed to pay it with what little savings he had as an emergency fund. So they could solve at least one problem. But another one came up, sending my parents and sister into even more torture. I heard that Nick used up the $100,000 he had stolen from Dad as soon as he married Susan. Then, a major incident occurred from another direction. While the family was struggling in a chaotic mess, the executive director of their company, who had been at odds with Dad, left the company and started his own, taking 90% of the employees with him. The company instantly ceased to function and went bankrupt. Now, there is a battle between Nick, who wants to quickly divorce and leave, and my parents and Susan screaming for money back. It's just like hell where they keep fighting without end and survive in an extreme poverty.
Hi, Emily. It's been 3 years. I went to Mom and Dad's place, but someone else answered the door. Did you guys move out? Tell me where you three live now. Huh? Ruth? How dare you after what you did to me? What? Am I not welcomed? Of course not. What? Why? It's been 3 years since you eloped with my ex Isaac. We didn't hear anything from you guys. How could you casually drop me a line? Well, Isaac and I broke up already. What? Broke up? I realized that there were limits to eloping. Eloping means throwing away everything you have built up in your life. In other words, Isaac had to leave his work. If you think about it, Isaac was unemployed. His job search in the new town didn't go well at all. And when he finally got a job, it was at a small company that paid only mediocre wages. We did not have so much money in savings, and it was hard to go back to our hometown. By the time a year had passed, we felt like we had no choice but to live together. We ended up staying together for a little more than 3 years, but we finally decided to break up, and I was released. Wow, but that doesn't mean you could return to Mom and Dad's. What? I'm sure they will be happy to have their daughter back home for the first time in 3 years. They said they didn't want to talk to you, who would elope with her sister's fiance. That's mean. You're the one who did terrible things to me. I see you've even visited home. One of the reasons we moved out was to cut ties with you. Tell me your new address, please. We don't want to see you again. I wouldn't tell you. Then why did you keep my number? If you didn't want to talk to me, you could have blocked my number. Yeah, that's right. Now that I've made that declaration, I can finally block you. What? I've been waiting for this day. You're officially disowned. So, Emily, goodbye. Emily, I changed my number. What? Ruth? That's right. It's terrible of you to block your little sister. I have so many questions I want to ask you. I told you we're not talking anymore. No matter how many times you change your number, it doesn't change the fact that you are disowned. I'm blocking you now. Wait a minute. I found out where you live. What? You live in a really nice place, don't you? I'll live there for you as an apology for blocking me. What are you talking about? I understand you found my address, but you can't live here. Why not? This place is rented under my boyfriend's name. Ha ha ha. You're slow as always. What I'm trying to say is, I am with your boyfriend now, so I'm moving in with him. That's what I'm saying. Huh? Oh, that's right. Isaac wanted to get back together with you. I'll give Isaac back to you, so we're all good again. Now everything is settled, and we're all happy. Good, good, good. There's no way I'll ever get back together with Isaac. If he shows up, I'll turn him in to his parents. They pay the compensation. Oh my God, that's so scary. Besides, my boyfriend is the one who accepted me after knowing everything about my past. There's no way he would betray and cheat on me with you, the root of all evil. Huh? So you're saying that I'm too attractive for him. He knows everything, but he still wants me. I'm sorry I stole another man from you. I'm such a sinful woman. He's sitting next to me right now. What? He says he doesn't know you. He had never met you. He doesn't know your number. Huh? Emily, you can't lie to me. Keep your joke to yourself. How can you be so sure it's a lie? Because he's right next to me. I think he is not who you think he is. That can't be true. Then tell me the name of that person. Are you stupid to make me say that? Are you the one who doesn't realize you're not getting anywhere? Don't worry, you're the only one who thinks so. Just say it. I'll leave tomorrow, depending on your answer. You will if I tell you? If he is really cheating on me. You know, his name is David. David? Yes, now that I've said it, you need to leave. Goodbye. Hey, Emily, what's going on? I know your celebrity life in the condo is great and you don't want to leave, but you promised me you'll leave. You should at least spell leave correctly. Huh? Are you stupid? Shut up. That doesn't matter. Just get out of the condo. I'm going to live with David on the top floor. I'm so ready to move in. I can't move in if you're still there. My boyfriend's name is not David, so I would not leave. Huh? What's that? Stop being difficult. You can't fool me, Emily. You are so obvious. Let me ask you something. Where is this condo you're after? Huh? Why are you asking me that? You're not very smart, are you? It's the River City condo near River Station, right? Room 5001 on the top floor. I knew what you were going to say. Am I right? You live there with David, so there's no way you could be wrong. I asked around about you and your address. I'm sure of it. I see. You used all your connections to find out. Amazing, isn't it? I came here one day and snuck in among the residents. They found out you were living with a rich, handsome guy, David. Of course, I'd want a place like that, right? I guess the old information is what caused this misunderstanding. I see. What? What do you mean, misunderstanding? You see, we sold that room 6 months ago. You sold it? It was my boyfriend's condo. He had to relocate for his new job. Fortunately, my work has a branch office there, and we were planning to get married anyways. So, we found a nice condo in the area where we were going to move. We sold the room in River City condo and bought a new one here. And we're still living together. Well, what about David? He must be the new resident. Oh, really? I was surprised. But I don't care. David is still mine. Once again, I have to make a plan to kick out his girlfriend. I don't think you can do that. She's the owner of room 5001. Huh? So it's David who will be evicted from the condo. By the way, David's work went bankrupt. He's currently unemployed and looking for a job. Unemployed? Is that true? Are you joking again? The truth will come out soon. Soon? David's girlfriend, well, his fiance, Erica, owns her business. I knew Erica through work and I've met David too. What? To be honest, you're an embarrassment to my family, and I didn't want anything to do with you. I told David's fiancé about your relationship with David. What? What are you doing? Of course, it's the best way to stop your selfish behavior. There's also the compensation that you haven't paid me yet. Huh? Also, David's fiancé is monitoring David's GPS now. What? I heard he has been at your apartment since last night. What? They know everything about you guys. Reported me? You may want to be careful. After this, Erica went to Ruth's apartment. What a surprise! David's parents accompanied her. Ruth and David were caught and yelled at all night long. My parents, who now live in a senior apartment, told Erica that Ruth would take all the responsibility. Later, Ruth ran away to her ex, Isaac. But she was captured despite her effort. I also informed Isaac's parents where he is. And so Ruth was captured again. She works for Erica's subcontractor with a minimum wage, spending most of her salary on compensation. Emily, isn't it awful? Hey, Emily! Lauren, you've contacted me for the first time in a few years. What's up to you all of a sudden? I heard you got married. Oh, yes, I did. What about it? I wasn't invited to your wedding. Our wedding is in a few days. Oh, so your wedding is really gonna be in Okinawa. Then you invite me, right? I'm sure you're gonna pay for the transportation, aren't you? It's my first time in Okinawa. I'm so excited. Wait. I'm not inviting anyone to our wedding. What? It's just for the two of us, and that's also gonna be our honeymoon, so nobody's been invited. What? That's crazy. How come? I heard that your husband is a really cool guy. He must be rich and handsome. No, he's just a normal white-collar worker who gets an average income. I don't understand that you're not introducing your cool husband to me. You should share him with me. We don't share husband. He's mine. It's not fair, Emily. There are some reasons for us not inviting people to a wedding. I don't even invite my parents, so please understand us. But it's not fair. I'm not going to invite anyone to the wedding no matter what you say. Dang it. Bye, Lauren. It's unfair. He must be a very rich and handsome guy that you even want to hide him from a childhood friend. I'm so jealous. It's unfair that Emily is the only one being happy. I'm going to find out Emily's husband for sure. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, Emily. Just arrived at A station. You're early. I took a cab because I had a lot of luggage and I arrived too early. I see. I'm still on the train, but I'll be there 5 minutes before the meeting time. Yeah, I'm killing time, so don't worry about it. By the way, is your brother-in-law doing all right? He's probably fine, I guess. I think I did a great job lying to him. I just told him we'll be in Okinawa, so I don't think he'll be able to chase us to the small islands. That's true. How about you? About what? You know, that annoying childhood friend who'd never listened to you and got all excited by making me out to be a rich, handsome, hot guy. Oh, you're talking about Lauren. She hasn't texted me since then, so I'm sure she's fine. I've only told her I will be in Okinawa like how you told to your brother. Also, I didn't tell her our plan. Then it's gonna be alright. That's right. Hope everything goes well. Emily, I actually have all the information about your wedding and honeymoon in Okinawa. You must have been forgot about me because I never texted you. Haha. Lauren? I'm in Naha, Okinawa. What? Hey, aren't you confused? Why? Haha. I took over your honeymoon trip. I got your husband. What? Don't tell me you followed me to Okinawa. I did it. I thoroughly researched about your handsome husband you wanted to hide from me, and I found out the departure date of the honeymoon. And I chased you to Okinawa. You're stalking me. Hey, I bet your husband had been MIA since last night. What are you talking about? Because he's been with me since last night. What? The reason your husband is missing is so he can have sex with me. What are you talking about? At first, I was not going to take him away from you, but when I saw your handsome husband, from the moment I fell in love with him, my love to him was unstoppable. We shared the same feeling and we got together at the hotel where he was staying. Okay. I'm not interested in your tacky jokes, so don't mind me. Huh? My husband is right next to me. What? I'm heading to a wedding. See you later. What the hell? I know you're upset that you lost your husband, but that's such a lame joke. You can't do the wedding by yourself. Who's going to believe you? I mean, we just signed our marriage license. Emily, you were telling him as your husband, but you hadn't applied to marriage license yet. For me, it's like thank you for making it easy. When I go back to my hometown, I'm going to go to the city office to get it done. I can't believe I just took your husband, but I fell in love with him and we made love that one night. So there's no choice. I'll share my happiness to you, Emily, so please forgive me. Emily, we just came back to our hometown and submitted our marriage license. Are you still in Okinawa? Well, it doesn't matter to me. I'm going to see his mother. I know I should meet their parents before getting married, but we have to tell them anyway, so... Oh, my dear hubby's calling me. See you. What's this? Was that harassing fantasy story still going on? You know, Lauren, my husband and I are still in Okinawa. We're not even on the mainland. We're on a honeymoon on a remote island that need to take a ferry to go to. I don't know what you're thinking, but your harassment hasn't damaged us at all. You're just annoying us. Bye. Emily, I'll give him back to you. I don't mind paying alimony. Just let me divorce. What's going on here? I've been introduced to his mother and we got married, but what's wrong with that mother and son? They suddenly made me live with them, and from the very beginning they started bullying me. I thought his father doesn't care about me, but he stares at me like sexually harassing me. Oh? I don't care how handsome your husband is, but I don't want my in-laws to be like this. It's disgusting. Is that true? Of course it's true. I'll give back your husband. Just let me divorce. The husband of yours that you keep saying you stole from me? Is he Robert? Yeah, you already know he was going to be your husband, so don't ask me a stupid question. I want you to calm down and listen to me. What is it? Robert is my brother-in-law. Brother-in-law? He's my husband's brother. What? The man I married is the younger brother of your husband. What? What do you mean? I'm going to be honest and tell you everything about it. Robert wanted to get married before his brother. So he thought it's easier to take away his brother's fiance, which is me, to get married ASAP. He was so vindictive that he even followed us on our honeymoon. Before that, he announced the fake news to everyone that he and I got married. Lauren, you might have believed that fake news in the process of researching about my partner. Did you really believe that fake story? I'm confused. Eventually, we did meet Robert in Okinawa. It makes sense now. After the dramatic encounter with you, he must have lost interest in us. What? What are you talking about? I don't understand what you mean. It's okay if you can't understand. I don't even know what I'm talking about either. But I understand that I married such a strange person. Emily, help me. Why? He had crush on you, didn't he? Then I'll give you my strange husband in exchange of your handsome husband. I don't like him, so that's not gonna happen. I don't care, just help me. Well, my husband is not related to his family anymore. What? Why? You experienced that yourself, didn't you? With parents and brother like that, it's natural to want to cut them off, isn't it? Oh wow, Emily, it's so unfair. My handsome husband. My husband is just a normal office worker with a very average income. What? Now that you've been woken up from your fantasy, you understand, don't you? My husband is an office worker who gets an average income. Understood? He's not a wealthy hot guy? Yes, he's just a common man with a slightly better salary than me. Of course he's the best man I could ask for. Oh no, then what should I do? Emily, I successfully divorced with Robert, but I need to borrow some money. I wanted a reason for divorce, so I cheated a lot. The alimony turned out to be higher than expected. What should I do? If I knew this is gonna happen, I have done nothing at all from the beginning and just focused on finding my partner by myself. Emily, please answer me. Why didn't you say anything? Lauren misunderstood and tracked us on our honeymoon without my permission. You chose the wrong person and I got married immediately at the moment you fell in love with him. She ended up cheating on him to divorce, and then she's been asked for a hefty alimony. Her parents broke up with her. The only thing she got was that she was able to divorce. She may have been lucky that she did not have children. After the divorce, Lauren seemed to spend her days working hard all day to pay the alimony. It seems that most of her income is taken to pay the alimony, and she is forced to live in extreme poverty. And me. I didn't do anything, and it's like nothing ruined me. Sweat. Yeah, it's definitely a case that ended without me really understanding about it.
Good morning, Kim. You're late again today. This is the 5th day in a row. Oh, sorry. My boyfriend didn't wake me up on time. Well, he was working so hard in bed last night. I think he was exhausted. We both overslept in the morning. That's not a great excuse for being late, so please come to work on time. Oh, Amy, don't be so crabby. I know you are 39 years old, single, an attractive woman, but it's wrong to be so hard on me just because I'm getting married in my 20s. That's not a great excuse for being late, so please come to work on time. Well, it's just for now, so forgive me. My wedding is next week, and I'm a bit overwhelmed. That's not a great excuse for being late, so please come to work on time. Huh? What? I'm trying to share my happiness. That's why you are 39 and still single. Do you want me to say the same line for the fourth time? I suggest making this a template and repeat it until you understand. Okay, I get it. And by the way, you need to speak more appropriately in the business situation, regardless of your age or status. Please keep your private life and work separate. Please don't make me say this again and again. I understand. I'll get ready and be there soon. Okay. We have a department meeting today, so please be here as soon as possible. Is anything going on? Amy, are you taking a day off today? It's already lunchtime, and you are still not here. I'm wondering if you ditched work. That's why 39-year-old single woman. Hello, Kim. I've been at work since this morning. But you're not at your desk, are you? We don't have any meeting outside today. You can't tell me you are on the way to some clients. Oh, no. You haven't seen my department transfer notice? Your transfer? I've been transferred to the marketing department starting today. What? I've cleaned up my desk there. Didn't you notice? Seriously? I see. Everything is gone except for the computer. A new hire will be there next week, and she will be using that desk and computer. So, you did move to the marketing department. That's a popular department with all the good-looking guys. I wanted to go there. Our boss announced my transfer about 2 months ago. Oh, really? Are we done? Let's see. I have my wedding this Sunday. Oh, that's right. Congratulations. I didn't invite you to the ceremony, but I'm inviting you to the reception. I appreciate the invitation, but I'll be also busy with a wedding that day, so I can't go. I'm sorry. Oh, I see. Well, I'd like to finish my lunch, so I'll let you go now. Huh? Seriously? Why are you here? You know you were not invited, right? We talked about it, didn't we? Seriously, why are you here? Aw, come to think of it. You said something about a wedding today. I thought you were invited to your friend's wedding or something. Don't tell me you're trying to fish for men at my wedding. Oh, no. I didn't invite you. I'm not going to let you stay at my ceremony. This is why you are 39 and still single. Please just leave now. Wow, Amy, you are still here. You were not in the chapel, so I thought you had left. Why are you wearing a wedding dress? Wearing a white dress to a wedding is out of bounds, but a wedding dress? It's beyond insane. Are you after my husband? Yes, he's a great guy, and I can understand why you'd want to take him away from me, but this is not cool. I have to do something before the reception starts. Yay! I got rid of the gold digger is complete. Now I can have my reception in peace. The scissors I brought along came in handy. Kim, what are you doing? Oh, hi. You finally replied. Please explain exactly why you cut up my wedding dress. Do I really need to explain? That's why you are 39 and still single. You are crazy to attend my wedding in a wedding dress. You are not even invited. You were trying to steal my husband, weren't you? Nope. I ripped the dress off, so you totally failed. Now, get the hell out of here. Right, I have to go home. Too bad you are going to be single forever. I'm so happy to get rid of 39 years old single woman from my wedding. I'll be happy with my husband. I didn't think it was the same venue. I wasn't invited to anyone's wedding. I am here for my own wedding. I wore a wedding dress because I'm getting married today. Huh? Amy, look what you did to me. My wedding was canceled after that. Good morning, Kim. I heard your fiance backed off. I was so excited to be married to him. Seriously, what are you going to do? You brought this on yourself. Please don't blame it on me. This is what happens when you show up in a wedding dress. If I had known we had the wedding at the same venue on the same day. But we had no idea. Huh? I only invited my family and close friends. I didn't invite anyone from work. You also told me that you only invited a few people from other departments that he was close to. I told everyone I was getting married. You must have forgotten about it. Oh, you told everyone at work? Yes, I did. What? We didn't realize we reserved the same venue. That doesn't matter. My marriage, my future. Telling me that won't solve anything. You rented a new dress and continued with the wedding, didn't you? It's not fair that you got married. Kim? What? I was terrified when you cut up my wedding dress with scissors. Huh? Well, fortunately, I wasn't hurt. Your ex will ask for compensation and the ceremony cost from you soon. Also, you're responsible for the dress you destroyed. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it, but... What? Not only did you show no remorse at all, but you acted like a victim in her backhanded way toward me. Wait! It would have been good for you if I didn't clarify things, so I've decided to file a compensation claim. No way! Amy, please, I apologize for what I did. Please cancel the compensation. I'm being sued for over $50,000. And the company is now recommending that I resign voluntarily. My coworkers have become strangely cold, so I'll have to leave. I can't rely on my parents because they told me that they disowned me. And to top it all off, if I have to pay you, I can't do this. Amy, hey, are you aware of the trouble you're putting me through? Your coworkers are asking for help. Who the hell do you think you are to make me beg like this? That's why you 39-year-old single woman. Wait, you are married. The next day, when I came to work, Kim was gone. I heard that she sent a 2 weeks notice and stopped showing up for work. Kim's parents visited me to apologize and told me what happened to Kim after that. After she left, she planned to move back to her parents' house even though she has been disowned. Her parents, who were well aware of their daughter, did not let Kim sneak back home. They sent her to their distant relatives far from them. By the way, her relative took care of the compensation and other fees for some reason. They somehow love Kim and especially their adult son. I interrupt the conversation because it would have been traumatic for me too.
I'm sorry to bother you on such short notice, but there's a friend of mine who is usually too busy to see me. They invited me on a trip and I said yes. So, can you take care of Daisy? What? What do you mean take care of Daisy? You said you'd take care of her. I did say that, but I don't have a choice, do I? I have my own social life, you know. I'm going out of town too, so it's the same as you.
What part of this is the same? I'm going on a business trip. I'm not just going out to have some fun. I'm going on a business trip and I won't be home until next week. I asked you to take care of Daisy and you agreed.
I thought it'd be fine. Everyone has certain plans, don't they?
Huh? Don't change the subject. What are you gonna do about Daisy?
There's no problem. She was running a fever, so I put her out of the balcony. Now her temperature will go down after a while, so we don't have to worry about it, right?
You're kidding, right?
No, it's not a joke. I'm serious. She had a fever, so I thought I'd cool her down with a natural cooling solution. I'm a genius, right?
You can't do that. Do you know what temperature it is outside right now?
Come on, I don't know. I know it's cold, but wow, calm down.
It's close to freezing.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Kids are strong. They wear short sleeves and shorts even in the middle of winter, right? So it's fine.
Daisy is only 1 year old. How can she be fine? Put her back in her room right away.
I can't. I'm already in the car with my friend driving. We've already been driving for an hour, and now you want me to ask him to go back home? That's impossible. If you're so worried about it, you go home.
I'm in Toronto right now. Even if I got on the plane right now, it would take me 2.5 hours to get there.
She'd be fine on her own for that long, wouldn't she?
What are you talking about? If she doesn't warm up right now, her life will be in danger.
You're overreacting. You went on a business trip and I haven't fed her for 3 days and she's alive. Kids are stronger than you think.
Huh? Why didn't you feed her?
Because you have to feed her baby food or something, right? I don't know anything about that.
That's why I made it for you. I made it so all you have to do was heat it up in the microwave. I even explained to you how long it takes to heat it up.
Did you?
I asked you by text if it was all eaten. And you replied, yes, it was.
That means I ate it.
What?
I said I had a toothache lately. I thought that's why you prepared soft food for me.
That can't be true. There's no way you could have mistaken baby food for adult food. I did put a note on the table saying it was Daisy's food, didn't I?
Yes, you did put a note on it. But that means there's no food for me.
You don't work, so you can at least prepare your own food.
If you say that, Daisy doesn't work either.
You should let her prepare her own food. Huh? Have you lost your mind? You know what a 1-year-old can and can't do.
Calm down. I used to have a parakeet. I didn't have to feed it for almost a week and it survived. So I'm sure she'll be fine for a few more days.
Huh? Don't put Daisy and a parrot in the same category. That's enough. It was stupid of me to leave you in charge.
Huh?
I'll explain the situation to my boss and ask him to let me go home right now.
Yeah, why didn't you just do that from the beginning?
You're no longer needed. Why don't you just stay with your friends?
Wait a minute. You're not thinking about divorce, are you?
Then what? That's the least I should do.
I'm in trouble. I don't have a job.
So what? Don't treat me like I'm an ATM. I don't have time for you anymore.
Wait a minute. I'm not getting a divorce. After everything you've done, how could you not think you're getting divorced? What? Scum! My name is Melissa. I have a family of 3 with my husband, who is a scumbag, Kevin, and 1-year-old Daisy. Kevin suddenly quit his job 6 months ago and promised to look for a new job right away. But he never seems to be looking for a new job. He has been playing all the time. If only he would take an active role in housework and childcare. But he keeps eating and using up all the food. He's making me work even harder. I've been thinking about divorce for a while, but I have a daughter, and I had a faint hope that he would change someday. I was really hoping that. This incident has made it clear to me that this was a mistake. I don't intend to continue our married life. But my first priority right now is my daughter. Even if I got my boss's permission to go to the airport right now, it would take me 3 hours to get home. If I don't rescue my daughter from the balcony right now, I decided to contact someone. And then I found out something unbelievable. Thank you so much for rescuing my daughter.
No problem. We have daughters the same age as each other, and when we are in trouble, it's natural, right? We're in the same apartment next door to each other, and you can always count on me.
I'm glad we exchanged contact information. Thank you so much for taking care of it so quickly.
You asked the landlord to unlock the door. I'm so thankful you thought to contact him.
Yes, thanks also to the landlord who was able to help us even though it was at night. I'll be sure to thank him later.
By the way, about Daisy,
you called an ambulance and went to the hospital with her. I'm sorry for everything.
I don't want you to apologize. I saw the doctor earlier, but she's in critical condition.
Oh no!
She's got a cold, and she's had her body cool down too quickly.
She's very weak.
She was malnourished too. The doctor was very surprised.
Will she recover?
So far, I can't say, but she hasn't regained consciousness yet.
Are you serious?
I wish I could tell you it's not true, but I'm so sorry I couldn't do anything.
That's okay. If it weren't for you, the situation would have been even worse.
All I can do is pray for her to regain consciousness. I would absolutely hate to see such a good girl die.
Thanks. I'm on my way to the airport right now. It'll take me about 3 hours to get to the hospital. I'm really sorry, but can I ask Daisy to stay with you until then?
Of course, I will.
Thank you. Of course, I'll make it up to you.
I don't need that. Daisy is such a sweet girl. I'm with her because I don't want to leave her by herself. But how did this happen?
Actually, I asked my husband to take care of our daughter while I was on a business trip. He left Daisy on the balcony when she was sick. Then he went on a trip. My husband ate all the food I had prepared for Daisy.
What? He ate the baby food?
It sounds crazy, doesn't it?
And to leave the child behind and travel. I mean, Melissa, you were on a business trip. Since when?
Since the day before yesterday.
I see. So that's how it is. I was thinking something is strange. So that voice wasn't Melissa's.
What are you talking about?
Well, maybe it's better not to ask now with Daisy here.
Tell me.
But
I feel like I have to know now.
I understand. Actually, for the past 2 days, I've been hearing voices coming from your apartment.
What kind of voices?
Well, it's hard to say, but it sounded like 2 people having sex.
Okay.
The apartment where we live is relatively new and the walls are solid, right? So I've never been bothered by it before. But the last 2 days, the voices were so loud that I was surprised.
That loud?
Yes, that's right. Seriously, it was so loud that it blocked out the sound of my TV.
That means
He must have had a woman in there with him.
that's... You should have called me right away.
Because, I thought it was suspicious too. I was trying to convince myself that it was Melissa.
You're right. I'm really sorry for making you feel bad. So, he left Daisy alone and flirted with a girl. That's really unbelievable. He's a scumbag.
I'm really mad too. When I was single, I was naive and I dated a few scumbags. But never this much of a scumbag.
Come to think of it, when Daisy was left on the balcony, didn't you hear her crying or something?
No, she was already limp and weak when I came to get her. I don't think she had the energy to cry.
I see.
I don't mean to blame you, but why did you entrust Daisy to someone like that?
That's...
I don't know your husband very well. Has he been like that since Daisy was born?
He seemed really happy when Daisy was born. He said, let's protect her together. But 6 months ago, my husband suddenly quit his job and became unemployed. He changed from then on. He's been leaving Daisy to me. I'm the only one who earns enough money for the 3 of us to survive. I have to go on a business trip to earn money to make ends meet.
Are you the kind of person who couldn't ask your parents or anyone else for help?
Both of my parents' homes are far out of state. So I was thinking of refusing the business trip. But my husband promised to take good care of her. I believed him.
He's her father, after all. You'd think he'd at least take care of his child. My ex was a scumbag in his own way, but he never put his children in danger.
I wanted to believe that he had love for our daughter.
I understand. Oh, Daisy woke up!
Really?
I just called the doctor. She regained consciousness, so she's fine now. I think she's waiting for you.
I'm so glad. Thanks to you. Actually, I couldn't stop crying all the way to the airport. I want to run over right now and give Daisy a huge hug.
Daisy did a great job with her tiny body. When you see her, give her a lot of kisses.
I'll hug and kiss her so much.
She'll be so happy to see you.
I know. I'll be landing soon, so I'm heading straight to the hospital. See you soon.
Okay, take care.
Has Daisy's fever gone down? With freezing cold weather, you left Daisy on the balcony, and now you're pretending to be worried about her. It wasn't just a fever, she was so cold. Which means that thanks to me, the fever has gone down. I knew it. Nature's medicine is awesome. Are you serious? You put her in a very dangerous situation. If it had been a little later, she would have died. Oh, really? I was going to leave today, but things got so hectic that I'm going back to my friend's place for one more night. That's all I wanted to say. Oh, right. You don't have to come back ever. What? Why? What are you so angry about? Come on, get back in a good mood. I almost lost Daisy because of you. It's not about my mood. Daisy's alive, right? Then why don't you let it go? See? I told ya. Kids are strong. You care too much. Stop thinking you're right. Children can lose their lives so easily. What you did is the same as a criminal. You're really overreacting. I was traveling. I bought you a souvenir. Put yourself in a good mood. I don't want that, so pay me $30,000 alimony and I get a divorce. Huh? You're cheating on me, aren't you? Of course not. Then, what are you doing with who now? What? I'm relaxing at a friend's house. You're tired from your trip. You should relax once in a while. Once in a while? How can you say that when you haven't worked for 6 months? It's no use trying to fool me. She's from Connecticut, right? Huh? It's no use trying to lie to me. You took a trip with her and now you're at her house, right? What? You're looking from somewhere? I've hired a private detective. They know everything you do. Why would you do such a thing? They told me you were bringing girls into the house. My mom friend who lives next door told me. You're kidding. Which one? Left. Left? Could it be that cheap-looking woman? You exchanged contacts with her. Yeah, our kids are the same age, so we hit it off. We've been friends since we moved here. She's not the most respectable-looking woman, but she's a nice person who's always helping me out and taking good care of Daisy. How is it possible? I didn't know that girl had a kid. She wears a lot of makeup and brand-name stuff all the time. She definitely doesn't seem to like kids or anything. Looks can be deceiving. By the way, it was the neighbor mom who saved Daisy. If it wasn't for her, Daisy might not have made it. I can't thank her enough. But how did she know I was bringing a woman into the house? I made sure there were no one around when I went into the room. Because you guys were so loud. Sounds like you guys were having a lot of fun. Oh my God. I knew you were out of town on a business trip, so I didn't worry. I just got carried away. You got carried away? How can you say such a stupid thing after having an affair? And she's not the only one who cheated with you, right? Huh? The woman you're with in Connecticut right now? It's a different woman than the one you brought into the house, isn't it? No, it's not. Because the woman you were having an affair with came to our house the other day. Huh? Why? Seems like you said she could come over anytime she wanted because your wife wasn't home. She said she thought you were on an overseas business trip because you talked like that. She was trying to run away, but I caught her and asked her a lot of questions. Looks like she used Daisy's food I had prepared for some kinky sex play too. That's really disgusting. And I asked the detective about it. I heard that there are girls from all over the state. They come to play with when I'm working during the day. One in New York, and today you're in Connecticut. Where the hell are you going tomorrow? New York is for New York girls. Connecticut girls have their good points. Are you stupid? Shut up! I wanted to dream a little too. I used the hookup app. It was hard work meeting my girlfriends at each location. That's bullshit. You've been cheating on your wife since you've lost your job, and you didn't even look for a job. Listen, there's a reason for that. What's that? I happened to look up at the sky and saw a bird flying freely. I hated myself for what I'd done. I thought to myself, what am I doing at work every day? I don't want to be arguing with my boss or my clients. So I decided to live by instinct. Huh? That's the reason? There's nothing wrong with me. What's bad is human instincts that can't be suppressed even after marriage. No, it's all your fault. Huh? You don't work, you don't take care of your 1-year-old child. You're no better than an insect. You're no better than a slug. You're such a piece of shit, you make me want to vomit. What's the matter? What's wrong with you? Because you keep coming up with these lame excuses, I have to say things I don't want to say, don't I? Are you trying to tell me that the lower half of your body has no personality? You really are a pathetic person, aren't you? You don't have to say all that. I don't care about cheating at this point. But the fact that you put Daisy in danger for such a stupid reason, I'll never forgive you. I don't have a choice. If I take a 1-year-old kid to a girl's place, I'd get dumped. Oh, enough, enough, enough. I know it's not worth talking about. You can go in jail for now. Huh? What you did, it's a crime of abandonment. What's that? Parents have a duty to raise their children. But you left your daughter on the balcony with a high fever without feeding her. Do you really think that's not a crime? I thought it was fine. It was unintentional. That's not possible. You knew what you were doing. You did something that even an adult wouldn't have been able to stand. Especially a 1-year-old wouldn't be okay. But, huh? She wants me to come over right now. Can I just talk to her a minute? Go ahead, go ahead. You're kidding! She pushed me onto her balcony and locked the door. I don't get it. I just asked the detective to negotiate with her, to keep that guy from escaping until the police arrive. I told her, if you lock him on the balcony, I won't sue you for adultery. Huh? The police! I've called the police. I'm sure they'll be there soon. I don't want you to run away or anything by then. Wait a minute! I'm not dressed. In this cold weather, I look like a pervert. And she's gone away. You, do something about it. It's freezing in Connecticut. It's nature's medicine, as you said. You can chill that crazy head of yours. It's cold. It's not good. I'll catch a cold if I don't do something. You did the same thing to Daisy. You're an adult. You can handle it. What? I'm naked. I'm simmering and I can't write. Don't worry. The police will be there soon. Good luck. Help! A few minutes later, Kevin was found rattling and shaking on the balcony. The police arrested him. And as it was, he was charged with abandonment of a person responsible for the protection of children. He was given a 2-year grace period. With the help of a lawyer, the divorce was finalized immediately. Of course, I had custody of our child. I'll never let Daisy see that man again. I demanded $30,000 in alimony and $100,000 in child support. Kevin, who has been playing with women for 6 months without working, has no savings. He has nothing. When I talked to my parents-in-law about it, they promised me that they would get him a strict job through their connections. My father-in-law promised me that he would make sure that I would get the money. He's a very strict man. I'm sure he will have a very hard life ahead of him. By the way, there are girlfriends from each state. Except for the one in New York who came to our house, they didn't know that my husband was married. I can only say that it is really scum to hide the fact that he is married and go out with girls. I demanded $20,000 in alimony only from the girlfriend in New York. She realized that she couldn't get out of it, so she immediately transferred the money to me. Daisy is now completely fine. Emily decided to throw a party to celebrate her recovery. It's really reassuring to have her so close by. I'm glad I divorced such a lousy man. I hope Daisy will not be lonely. I want to continue to give Daisy lots of love and affection.
Alyssa, I need to talk to you. Is this a good time? Hello? I see. It's midnight there right now. Oh well, I'll just text you now. Call me when you read this. When my work here in Japan ends in a week, I'm divorcing you. Listen carefully. I found a girl in Japan who's much better than you are. She's beautiful and speaks fluent English. My approach went smoothly after I fell in love at first sight. You see, she's always wanted to go to the States and studied English very hard. She's cute. I fell in love with her at first sight, and now I can't live without her. In fact, we're already living together. Waking up with her every morning is my comfort and happiness. That's how it is, you know. I'm going back to the States with her, so get out of my house before my return. You have a week. That's enough time to move out. Oh yeah, leave me the divorce papers. The one with your section filled out correctly. See ya. What's this, Ken? Are you cheating on me? Living with a Japanese girl? I know you have a stash of DVDs of Asian women, but to do it in real life? No wonder you've been so slow to respond to my texts lately. Even with the time difference, it's weird that it takes you 3 days to respond. Well, I know that you're a completely idiot to reveal your affair so gleefully. I thought you were a better person, but now I know that you aren't. I'll move out of this place. But before I agree to our divorce, I need to know what kind of person she is. We'll discuss all of this after you return. Goodbye. Whoa, that was a lot of messages. So you want to know about my new girlfriend? Well, I'll send you her picture. She's so beautiful that you'll have to be prepared for it. Isn't she lovely? Her name is Mai. Her parents passed a long time ago. She's been living alone for a long time. That's why she can move to the States with me. Isn't she great? She is everything I need. Japanese girls are the best in the world. Hello, Samantha. I'm sorry to bother you on the weekend. I have an urgent message. Hey, Alyssa. What's going on? I found that Mai you mentioned before. Mai? Where on earth is she? She is in Japan right now. She was messing around with my husband. Japan? Your husband? My husband's been working in Japan for a year now, and he's returning in a few days. The other day, he revealed his affair and told me he wanted a divorce. He sent me a picture of that woman, and it turned out to be Mai. That woman? Now she's in Japan? We still need to resolve our case. Anyway, thanks for your info. I can help you if you want. Oh, you don't mind? It's my business now too. They're planning to move into my place, so if you want to catch them, this would be a good time to do it. Oh, they're moving into your house? Apparently. I see. I'd like to have a strategy meeting. Can you give me some time tomorrow after work? If you're okay with it, I'm okay with it. The sooner we act, the better, right? That's right. How about the restaurant across the street from the office around 6 p.m.? Okay, I'm on it. Hey, Alyssa. I just arrived at the airport. Did you leave the house yet? I brought Mai with me. I don't want her to run into you and get into trouble. I already left. Oh, okay. But I didn't leave the divorce papers. Oh, you're kidding. I know you don't want to divorce me. It's just a matter of how I feel. Mai is much more beautiful than you are. Give up and get a divorce. Yes. I'll have to talk to my lawyer about it. Lawyer? Why? If we're getting a divorce because of your affair, I deserve alimony. Huh? Oh, I see. Is that what you were thinking? You're such an idiot. Huh? Anyway, I have already left, so go home. Thanks. I had to stop at my work first. So, I will let Mai go first. I'll give you credit for being considerate. Well, I'm going back to work. My lawyer will contact you soon, okay? Alright. My lawyer will contact you soon, okay? I'm getting a promotion as soon as I get back to work here. I look forward to seeing your lawyer. Haha. Hey, Alyssa. Why did you do this? By the looks of it, did you arrive home? Yes, but there's this old couple and a woman in her 30s. Yep, I offered them a place for today. What for? They told me that they were Mai's parents. Well, yes, she is. Your girlfriend is from the States, and she is an American citizen. Huh? Huh? What are you talking about? She just came here with me. So what? I saw her Japanese passport. It could be a fake one. She speaks Japanese. Some Americans do speak Japanese. She has a little accent. Haha, she must be a good actor. She can cook Japanese food. I can cook teriyaki too. Yes, you can. Her mother calls her the greatest actor in the town. She worked so hard. What? What's going on? I heard that her mom brought a copy of Mai's birth certificate and some photos of her childhood. Ask her to show them to you. Alyssa, I don't want to get divorced. I've decided to stay married to you. I don't like it. What? Are you saying you are the victim because Mai faked her identity? She did, didn't she? Did you find out why Mai was in Japan? A woman in her 30s is Samantha. She told you, right? Mai had an affair with Samantha's ex-husband. Samantha found out and demanded alimony. Mai didn't want to pay, so she ran away. There she met me, an American guy with a crush on a Japanese woman. She wanted to marry someone to change her last name, and then she started a relationship with me. That's what Samantha told me too. I had no idea Mai was hiding from your colleague. That's true. That was a miscalculation on Mai. And that's why we're in this situation right now. Right? It's not my fault, right? It doesn't change the fact that you were cheating on me. Mai and I decided to break up, so the fact that you cheated on me will remain. Don't be stubborn. You don't really want a divorce, do you? I do. In fact, I want to get a divorce right now. Then why didn't you leave the divorce papers? Because you still love me. Because of Samantha's case, I decided to give you the paper after I got the money. Money? I mean compensation. I demand compensation. Same thing to Mai. Of course, you'll have to pay it all at once. Wait a minute. Today I've got a demotion and I'm going to take a big pay cut. Oh, really? The company found out that I was living with Mai in Japan. They told me it was against the rule to share the company apartment. You're lucky you didn't get fired. Well, I'm not sure about the compensation. I haven't changed my mind about it. Oh no. My lawyers will come by later, so please tell them what you want to say. Oh no. Oh yes! You have forgotten something important, so I have to tell you. What? The house we are renting now is in my name. What? When we first moved in, it was in your name. But since you were going to be in Japan at the time of the next contract renewal, we decided to change it to my name. We talked about it. That's right. I remember now. Well then, please get the hell out of my house. Oh no, but where should I go? My dad should be there to pick you up soon. Your dad? I explained the situation to him. I could feel his anger. You should be prepared. Stop threatening me. Your dad is very scary. I know. What? Bye. Alyssa, thanks for your hard work yesterday. I really appreciate that you let us use your place. It must have been tough for you. Well, that's what I wanted to do. Thanks for your hard work. Oh yes. Yesterday after you were done with Ken? Oh yes? 5 minutes later, your dad arrived. He punched Ken in the face. Looks so painful. Ken was shaking and on his knees, apologizing. Then he threw him into the car and drove away. I can imagine. He's an athletic man. I see. Alright then. Let's move on to our settlements. Yes. When everything is done, let's go out for a drink. Great. Let's do our best to get it all settled. Yes. A few days later, My lawyer visited Mai's and Ken's parents' places. A month after this, the divorce was finalized. I received compensation from both of them. Samantha also managed to collect the full amount she had claimed from Mai. And after that, first of all, Mai was disowned by her parents. She also has a huge debt from a credit card company. She now has 3 jobs and works all day long. My ex-husband resigned from his work. Although his family did not disown him, he was sent to work for a fishing vessel. He is in the middle of training among all the men of athletic backgrounds.
Tucker, I need to take a trip this weekend. What's going on all of a sudden? Did something happen? It looks like one of my high school friends was just admitted to the hospital. I thought I'd visit her. I'm going to stay over for a small reunion. Oh, I see. I'll be staying at a hotel there. You're not staying at your brother's? You know, David is renovating their house now after he inherited it from my parents. They're using my old bedroom as temporary storage. There's no place for me to sleep. That's true. Well, I'm going to visit him as well, but I need to find a hotel to stay. Okay. Hey, I reserved a resort hotel this weekend. I was worried there's no room available because of the short notice, but it's a good thing I called around a bunch of places. The resort hotel you mentioned had a last-minute cancellation. Being a housewife is a great thing for this kind of situation because I have so much free time. We're so lucky. A resort hotel? Huh? I thought you were staying at a regular hotel. Tucker? What is it? A hotel with a lovely spa. Really? There is such a place in your hometown? Was it me who told you that? I've never heard of it. Oh, that. Was it someone else? It was a long time ago. Maybe I heard it from someone else. Maybe David told me, and I thought it was you. Well, maybe. It was a long time ago, so my memory may be a little fuzzy. I'm sorry. I don't remember. That's okay. Oh no, I need to go shopping. It's been a while since I've been away from home, so I'm missing so many things. Oh, I'm still visiting my friend and David. Don't worry about that now. All right. Hi, Tucker. I just arrived at the station. Thanks for letting me know. I'm glad you arrived safely. I'm going to stop by David's place for a bit and then going to visit my friends in the hospital. Then I'm going to have a drink with some friends and head to my hotel. Some of them are staying there as well, so we may chat in the lobby. And like I mentioned, I have a small reunion tomorrow. I may not be able to respond to your call right away. I don't want you to be worried about me. Thank you. If you need me, leave a message or a voicemail. Okay. Tim, I'm all done with my errands. I'm already checked in at the resort hotel. Wondering when you will arrive? I wonder if you're still on the train since you said you'll be here after work. Oh, by the way, Tucker hasn't noticed about us as always. I don't think he ever doubted about his cousin and his wife. I told him that I was just visiting my friend and my brother. Of course, I used Tucker's Amex to make a reservation. The concept of this trip is exactly what it sounds like. Let's have a vacation on my husband's dime. We'll get to make out a lot this weekend. Hi, Susie. Hi, Tim. Just to be sure, can I have the name of the hotel and a room number? It's room 505 at Yotsube Spa and Resort. Come quickly. Okay, I'll be there. Hey, Tim, where are you now? What? Hey, Tucker, it's been 3 years, right? I'm asking where you are. I'm on the train. Are you on your way to the resort hotel where Susie is waiting for you? No. I guess you know that after all. What? You're going to stay at the hotel with my wife Susie, aren't you? No. What are you talking about? I'm not messing with your wife. Unfortunately, I know everything. Susie has been sending messages to me, thinking it was you. That's how I found about the affair. Seriously? She made a slip of the tongue. What a screw up, that woman! I knew you were sloppy with money and women, but to make a move on a married woman, on top of that, your cousin's wife? That's what I call having no discipline. Well, I guess you know everything. I don't blame you. That's right. I'm going to a resort hotel with your wife this weekend. We're going to make out in a room all day long. Oh, yeah. What the hell? You should be more flustered. So, if you're texting me now, you're trying to stop me, right? Well, that's for sure. You don't even know which hotel we are staying. Yotsube Spine Resort. Huh? I asked Susie when she was sending me those messages. What? There's only one Yotsube Spine Resort. In other words, I know exactly where you're going. Seriously? If you turn back now, I'll reduce the amount of the alimony. I'll give you a tiny reduction. Alimony? If you ignore my advice and meet up with Susie, the amount will likely be increased. Damn you! Now, what are you going to do? All right, I'll go home. And block Susie's contact information. If I ever find out you two are talking even once in the future, the alimony will go up again. I got it, damn it. Hey, Tim, are you here yet? I can't wait to make out with you. Aw, I really wish I had met you first. The main reason I got married to Tucker was because he makes a lot of money. So for now, I'm staying with him. As long as Tucker has money, I'll spend it as much as I can. They say love and marriage are separate, and it's true. I'm not leaving my ATM husband, but I love you the most. Huh? I'm done with you. Huh? Susie, you still haven't noticed? Tim? What? You should notice already. My icon and Tim's icon are identical. They're both a picture of dogs from the same breeder. How many textidents are enough for you? What? Textidents, you know? Textident? Would it be easier to say misdirected text? Did I misdirect my texts? It's me, Tucker. No way! Hey, Susie, if you're trying to contact that bastard Tim, you're wasting your time. I've agreed to a reduced alimony payment with him. He says he won't contact you anymore. I was just kidding. I mean, there are other people I'm staying with, and we're in separate rooms. It's too late. Please forgive me. Maybe you should come here now. What? As an apology, I'll do anything for you all night long. Don't say gross things. What? Why? Wouldn't a trip to a resort hotel be great? You want me to spend the night with my unfaithful wife at the resort where you were going to have an affair? Well, David is on his way to get you. Huh? You mean my brother David? Isn't it obvious? You went to a hospital to visit your friend. You visited David also. Yotsube Spa and Resort is not too far from David's place. It's just a couple of train stops. What? Wait! He's agreed to take care of you for the time being, just to keep an eye on you. But you see, they're renovating their house. That's no problem. David decided to move some stuff to a self-storage. They have a room ready for you now. Really? There's nothing to worry about, so let's just get this over with. Get this over with? A claim for alimony. What? Divorce. No way! You were unfaithful. You deserved it. Hey, please, it's just once. I believe you. With your big heart, will you forgive me for once, okay? You're sorry that you can't spend my hard-earned money, aren't you? That's not true. The only one I truly love is you. I can't believe you think I'm with you just for the money. That's exactly what you told me in your texts. That was that... Oops, it looks like David is almost here. What? Your room number is 505, right? Is this why you asked for the room number? You did this knowing I was texting the wrong person? Yes, that's right. It's terrible that you tricked me. That's so unfair. I think it's more unfair that you cheated on me. Oh no, if you forgive me, I'll never cheat on you again. Hey, I told you before, I'm all done with you. What? My lawyer will be there later. Oh no, are you kidding me? I'll be working with that lawyer from now on. How is this possible? I don't want a divorce. After this, David arrived at the hotel and got Susie. Thanks to David and a good lawyer, my divorce was quickly finalized, and the alimony was paid in one lump sum. All of his relatives disowned Tim because of this incident. I don't know where he is now. According to David, Susie is still trying to get back together with me. I've decided to make the most of my status as a remote worker and move as far away from home as I can. Later, as David told me, Susie came to the vacant house I had already moved out of, carrying huge baggage. She cried loudly when she found out for the first time that I was already gone. I guess she had given up on the idea, and now she's living under David's supervision.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.